Chosen ones, we came from families where people were okay with just getting by. They settled for mediocre. They settled for poverty. They settled for less than. They settled for surviving. They settled for just going from paycheck to paycheck. They settled. They were okay with just getting by as long as they had a roof over their head and food to feed themselves and their children with. They were fine. They knew they had everything they needed and having a couple of things of what they wanted, but they never wanted to branch out and do something different and look into better ways on how to better themselves, better their life, better their income. They settled. They never thought about, well, wouldn't it be fun to take my children on vacation? Wouldn't it be fun for me to go take a trip and go do something fun? Where are some places that I want to go see? See, a lot of our parents, chosen ones, our parents had their whole lives revolved around their children. They did not separate to having their own separate life. No, their whole life became their children. And some have even said this, my children are my life. And that's the problem. Because their children were their life, they stopped living their own. And they started living their life through their children vicariously. The stuff that they would have their children get involved in was for the parent, not the child. And when the child wanted to exit, the parent wouldn't let them because the parent was not ready to give that up. They spent so much time trying to control their children, control their every single move, wanting the child to do exactly what the parent wanted them to do, wanting to go to the schools that they wanted to do, involved in, colleges, involved in these different activities, never allowing the child to have a mind of their own, to branch out and do what they want to do. It was all about what the parent wanted for the child, not what the child wanted for themselves. But they thought, oh, but I'm the parent, I'm supposed to tell you what to do and put everything. Okay, yes, maybe when they're little, but by the time the child is getting older and they're in their teenage, adolescent years, my nose itching. By the time they get into their adolescent years, the parents should have allowed their children to branch out and figure out what it is that they want to do with their own life. But they controlled every single aspect of their life. And it's so ironic how now, as an adult, parents will tell the child that they just live vicariously through for about 21 years. Okay, well, you need to figure out what you want to do with your life. Now I get to figure out what I want to do with my life after my childhood and early adulthood has just been down the drain. So from here on out, you take your life back. You take your power back. You do what you want for you and for the Most High God. Amen.